elegant listeners, Happy New Year. This is the first recording in 2026. You know, it's also fascinating when you think about it. We hit the 200th episode. We did extra episodes for Christmas. We did a whole bunch for the holidays, but we completely ignored the new year. It's actually really funny to me because I was in New York for New Year's, and it was a really silly time because all my life I was like, oh yeah, it'd be cool to see the ball drop. I realized while I was there how gross it is. One, not because the city's gross, but because people have to be there bright and early in the morning to be in Times Square because so many people want to be there and you can't leave. So all of these people are in diapers, all of these people and if they aren't, they've got some sort of method or they're like people are peeing themselves. It sounds like the worst possible experience imaginable. And I hate that I'm starting this episode off this way, but it blew my mind what people do for New Year's just to see the crystal ball drop in Times Square. I saw Times Square. I got to see a Broadway show. I got to do a whole bunch of stuff. I've had a fantastic start to the new year, and I hope you have as well. As with a lot of people, there's a lot of fitness resolutions. So gyms are going to be kind of crazy. There's going to be a lot going on. Just the main thing is if you decided on something for your New Year's resolution, stick to it, commit to it. Think about your goals, build a vision board, do something fun and interesting so that you are committed. And I know it's been a couple weeks since actual New Year's. This is the first recording of the podcast in 2026. Now, you're wondering why Mark hasn't said anything, probably. Well, unfortunately, Mark is indisposed. He has been kidnapped by a submarine, taken into a bloody ocean, and is trapped perpetually until a job and task is completed. That's right. Mark is insanely swamped right now, working on finishing his movie Iron Lung. And I can't blame him. This has been a project that's been over 3 years in the works. It's set to release on January 30th. There's so much that goes into making a feature film. So many of you guys have suddenly bought tickets all over the place that it's in so many theaters. I know it's now being in New Zealand and Australia. I know Canada. I think there's some theaters in the UK. I can't thank you guys enough for supporting one of my best friends in the entire world. And I'm so thankful that this movie is going to see the light of day in the way that Mark dreamed and hoped it would be in movie theaters. And as much as it is frustrating that I have to record episodes without him, I cannot support him enough. I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. I think you guys are going to have a good time with it. We gave you a sneak peek a couple weeks ago of in the 200th episode of stuff that's going to be going on around the movie, not just in the movie, but the popcorn bucket. It's just really cool to me. But with that said, Mark is trapped. Until this movie is finished, he is trapped. So we have an episode this week because I'm recording it, but next week there will be no episode. We are taking a week off. It's just going to make things easier for me because I have other stuff going on, and it's easier for Mark as he works on finishing the movie so that all of you guys can enjoy it in the way that Mark wants it to be so that it matches his vision as much as possible. And yes, it feels like it's coming down to the last second, but I think this is pretty normal for movies, but I wouldn't know. But Mark did send his regards, and he did send us a video. He's out in the field somewhere doing something, but I'll let him talk to you about that. So here you go, Mark.
Hello, everybody. I apologize for not being able to be there for Go, my favorite sports team, this week. As you can see, I am trapped in a solid, sealed submarine surrounded by blood. Lots and lots of blood. You could say it's an ocean of blood. Yeah, I'm a little indisposed, but I think you're in great hands with Tyler at the front. Finishing this movie is definitely the most important thing to me, and Tyler is very understanding, and I can't believe I have such a good friend that would step in and be able to do this episode without me. With that said, I still wanted to be here and make this video for you guys so that you can get updated on all the sports news and happenings that I went and visited, as I am on site. Even from the bloody submarine that I'm trapped in now, I went and traveled and went and got some news. Enjoy as I report on the news, because I like to do that sometimes and give you sports updates. Even though Tyler knows the sports, I do like learning about them. So, the Winter Olympics hockey arena, let's go! Whoosh! All right, so apparently the 2026 Winter Olympic Games in Milan has been facing one issue after another as they build their hockey rink. Organizers had apparently signed off on a rink that didn't have the correct dimensions for what was originally planned. And even more concerning, less than 2 months away from the tournament, the arena isn't even close to being finished. It was supposed to be able to hold 14,000 spectators. However, as you can see, it can only hold 11,800. So some areas may be unfinished when the Winter Games actually start. And as of January 9th, when I was there, the arena was still unfinished, and there was a giant hole in the ice during a test event due to the ice not being properly frozen at the newly constructed arena, which still has large holes in the exterior of the building. You know, the Olympics really has a lot of issues. You think they would plan ahead and have places that actually have venues. But during the match, they brought out a watering can and were able to try and patch it, apparently, as hockey was still going on. Now I went to the Netherlands. What a great place this is. But I was watching as there was chess being played. While that isn't a sport, it was diving chess, meaning that people went underwater in order to play chess against each other, and a new world champion was crowned. The winner was Dutch Zion Cullen, who won his first World Diving Chess Championship title in the Netherlands, emerging on top of the largest edition of the event to this day, and entering the final round, he had a perfect score and secured his victory as the champion with a quick draw in his final match. Now, this event was oversubscribed and had a very diverse field of all ages and experiences as the game of chess and chess diving continues to expand. Really fascinating stuff. Like, I know chess, and I know chess boxing because I like boxing. But diving chess underwater? Oxygen deprivation as you try and use your brain? Now that's intense. Now we zoom out to some random place. Tyler, where am I? Where did you put me? What is this? What is this? I don't understand what this place is. Take me to the right place. Hurry up. No, this isn't it either. What is that? What kind of creature is that? Is that poisonous? Is that thing gonna kill me? Is it a baby or is it an adult? I cannot tell. Anyway, while we try and find our way to the right location, apparently Martha Stewart has joined Snoop Dogg as a minority owner of a soccer club. The Swansea City Soccer Club, to be exact, which apparently had defeated Wrexham, which was owned by celebrities Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, whoever that is. But, take me to the right place! Where am I? Ah! Oh, there we go. Hi, Martha. Hi, Snoop Dogg. Yeah, you guys, proud of you for investing in sport. Tyler's happy, at least. And last but not least, we head to Mexico City. That's the wrong city. No, try again. That looks right. A decade of racing has officially transformed the vibrant capital Formula E's benchmark venue. So Mexico City is having 10 years of racing, and they're celebrating their 150th race on Saturday, which I guess has happened already. The venue's significance extends beyond the engagement of the fans and the fact that they've attracted a lot of people, but the last 3 Mexico City winners have gone on and claimed the actual Formula E championship of that season, adding pressure to the race that occurs, or has occurred now. Go Mexico City, and the fact that you're doing electric vehicles. Electric is the future. I can't wait for solid state batteries. Man, that's when cars are really gonna go far. Anyway, Tyler, back to you. Thanks for letting me tune in and go to places. Woo! Well, thanks, Mark, for updating us on the world of sports and what's going on. You looked a little different. Maybe a little bit of the stress from having to finish Iron Lung and do that movie and all the audio and visual effects and acting and directing and distribution. Man, you really do it all. But listen, it's 2026. A lot of things are happening in the world. We have the Winter Olympics coming up.
I'm excited to talk about all the winter sports we haven't covered that happen in the Winter Olympics. But hopefully we can highlight the fact that it's an issue that places host without proper venues prepared beforehand. It's a big waste of money to build everything right before the Olympics and usually doesn't get reused. Some locations have been successful in it, but really that ice arena and all the problems that it's having highlights a major issue for hosting cities and hosting the Olympics. And things need to be focused on bringing people together. It's really interesting how the Olympics was all about bridging gaps and bridging divides and making it so that we realize all of us are human beings and all of us are people. And lately it's become a competition of which country is going to get the most gold medals, which one is the superior country athletically. When in reality, that's not what it's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be friendly competition. It's supposed to be bridging the gap. Yes, we want to see the best in the world, but it shouldn't be toxic nationalism. It shouldn't be something where it's us versus the world or some other country versus the world. These are the best of the best in their field across the globe, being able to compete against each other and showcase their skills. And there's sad moments and there's happy moments and there's triumph of people that have gone past their limits and exceeded expectations. But more than anything, there's connection, there's stories. People have made friends that live on the other side of the country, people that sometimes they already know each other. But more than anything, we all have the opportunity to see the greatest athletes compete in their individual fields. And that's exciting. You know, being able to see things in the way that we do and connect and have videos and footage and all of that opens up the world to us. And in a lot of ways, we take that for granted and we lose out on the humanity of it because we're on the other side of the screen. So I think it's important to try and think about that. And I can say for my New Year's resolution, I'm trying to focus on me and improving me because it's not about necessarily finding the right people to be around. It's being the right person and having the skills and having the ability when your opportunity is presented to take advantage of it. So 2026 has a lot in store for me. I'm working on getting back to being healthy. A lot of people have been commenting on the fact that I've put on weight. It's true. There's been some medical stuff that has held me back. I have tears in my shoulder. I think I tore my knee again, but there's no excuse. I'm getting up. I'm going walking. And my goal this year, much like last year, but last year got ruined because of ankle injuries and a whole bunch of other stuff, is to reach 3,600,000 steps. At least 3 million steps. All right, so that's 10,000 steps a day. Times 365 would be 3,650,000 steps to reach 10,000 on average per day. So I'm aiming for 3 million steps this year. And I'm aiming to lose some weight and be healthier and be happier because I realized recently that it's a choice. And I hope you guys find a way as well. Don't let people's negative energy impact you and live your best life. Care about each other. Be there for each other. There's enough negativity and enough bad energy out there. So be a light. Be a positive influence. And good Lord, let's talk about sports and all the goodness that it brings. Because this podcast was founded on the idea of bridging the gap, having people realize that sports are truly for everyone, and having people be able to connect with other people about their passions. Because there are plenty of people that are passionate about sports, and there are plenty of people that are nerds and passionate about other stuff. Finding and seeing the passion in somebody else's eyes is a massive joy. And that's kind of what I realized when Mark asked me to do this podcast at the beginning, was the concept that I had this whole sports background and sports focus in my life that Mark never really understood or saw. And this podcast was about his ability to be able to see that passion and hear that from me. And those little snippets where he's jokingly messed with me in the past, now he's coming to understand why I was so big on sports. Much more so now just participating, but also spectating and so much more throughout my life. And it's why I got my degree in it, because I think sports connect people, because they've connected me. In other news, new merch on the horizon. Stay tuned for that. I'll keep you guys updated as those things come through. Definitely should be there, I think, by the next episode. Maybe I'll drop it for my birthday. Maybe it'll be my birthday gift to you guys, for you guys to enjoy the fantastic new stuff that's coming out this year. Sneak peek. it's cool. And some of it is wearable and some of it is less expensive and more available to those that have less funds, because I want to make sure everybody gets the opportunity to have something cool if they want to support the podcast. Outside of that, if you have any comments, any other things you want to contribute, especially this year, episode suggestions are welcome. I know we missed like the start of big indoor volleyball because New Year's always comes around then. So we'll see when we can get to doing indoor volleyball and doing some other stuff. So if you have any primers, any things you want us to look into, please also share us some fantastic sports news. There's stuff happening all over. We've got the college football playoff happening right now. I know Indiana is currently playing Oregon to make it to the championship to face off against Miami. Again, thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm excited for 2026. We'll see what ends up coming on the horizon, and I wish you all the best. Shout out to Mark, and go see Iron Lung when it comes out on the 30th. It's all over the place, and I truly think it's a work of passion, and it's Mark's first movie, and I think it deserves the support, and I think you guys know that. And I'm so thankful for all of you that are out there that support my friend Mark, because I wouldn't be here if not for the success you guys gave him. He creates some fantastic stuff, but you guys watched and you guys support in a massive way. So much so that I heard stories of different things from executives at theaters and how crazy they thought it was. And thank you guys, truly, for the opportunity you've given him and the opportunities you give me. Until that, I'll see you in the next episode of Go My Favorite Sports Team. Bye. Now I'm rolling on audio. All right. Hopefully you got all of the stuff I talked about before this on video, because I was stupid and didn't hit record audio on the audio file. Why is his arm all tangled? This isn't working how I wanted it to. I'm going to have to take this and put this back here. I forgot to put my laptop in my map. I hope it has enough. What? Don't shut up, no. Hope it has enough batteries. I also forgot to turn on the other light. Shit. I'm redoing it. Sam, I'm sorry I'm redoing the start of that. So, have fun. Take 2. I need to move my charger. I know what I can unplug. Shh, everything's fine. Everything's fine, Sam. Everything's fine. I almost electrocuted myself, but everything's fine. Hello, everybody. All right. Laptopy. Come to me. Ugh. My arm is tired. Mark, why are you so heavy? Hi, Sam. Take 2 coming. Please zoom in so you don't see the top of my head. A new world champion was crowned. Sorry, I keep hitting the microphone. I keep doing it. How come? Ugh. Tyler's happy, at least. Why is his beard falling apart? Whoa! Oh, my shoulder. I'm going. Fix the lights. Fix the lights. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Unplug this and replug that in. Oh, my shoulder.